Hello, all my dear Pisces friends all over the world. This is Maxine Taylor, and I've got your June forecast right here. I just want to remind you before I jump in, for those of you who are students of astrology or practitioners of astrology, my latest book, Hidden Messages in Your Birth Chart, is on Amazon now. This is an update of a book I wrote a few years back, which was published by the American Federation of Astrologers, and it was called Hidden Messages. Those of you, if I've done your chart, you know how passionate I am about facing and releasing our hidden messages, the programming we received as children, both verbally and non-verbally. This programming is what keeps us very often from expressing our highest and best. We look at our birth chart and say, I've got all this potential, but every time I step into it, something happens. That's because of the programming. And we are so blessed as astrology students and practitioners to have the birth chart and be able to read it because our programming is clearly sitting in our birth chart. So I hope that this book helps you on your astrological journey. Journal too. Okay, let's take a look at your beautiful forecast for June. Notice all the action is right here. We'll start with the fourth house of home and family, and the sun, the yellow planet, the center of our life, the center of our solar system, the giver of life, has been in our fourth house. And so we have been focused on home, family, and those things that make us feel emotionally secure. This is a time when we might be looking at renovating, buying, or selling a home. On the 20th, the sun moves into the fifth house of fun and games, and we are ready to party. However, it's going to start before then because Venus, the pink planet, the planet of love and beauty and money, and I mean, did I mention love more than 20 times? I was thinking it. Venus is the lesser benefic, and it brings love in all forms. It has been sitting in our fourth house, in your fourth house, um, all month, this past month, May. And there is love that you're feeling toward family members. There is beauty and happiness in being with family. On the second, it's going to move into your fifth house and bring love to the area of the fifth house, which is fun and games and children and creativity and artistic endeavors and just social life. It's fabulous. If you have kids, the sun moves into your fifth house on the 20th, and Venus is already there. And so your kids are loving themselves and you are loving your kids. It's just wonderful. If you're single, this can help your social life. It's that simple because the fifth house is fun and games. Now, there's one little holdup. Mercury is retrograde, the blue planet, in our fourth house. I say your fourth house of home, family, real estate, emotional security. And when Mercury is retrograde, everything is confused. We do not want to start any new projects on a retrograde Mercury because they either fizzle out completely or have to be redone within the year. So what do? We tie up the loose ends of unfinished projects. Okay. Um, and it we want to take care of those unfinished projects, not just when they deal with home and family and real estate, but in general. So on the 22nd of June, Mercury comes out of retrograde. Now, when Mercury's retrograde, which it is 3 times a year, everything is confused, not just in one area, the whole planet is confused. And so it is suggested, of course, that we not start new projects because they're going to fizzle out during the year unless they are the completion of a project already begun and put on hold. Okay? So Mercury will come out of retrograde and move into the shadow of the retrograde. It comes out of the retrograde on the 22nd, moves into the shadow, and when it's in the shadow, it feels like Mercury's retrograde. It's not, but it feels like it. And so it will be in the shadow until July 7th. If you can hold off starting a new project until after July 7th, that would be my suggestion to you. Because things are just still feeling very confused. We're still kind of gathering up the loose ends of the retrograde. Okay, just hold that thought. So let's move into that beautiful fifth house. You got the sun there. So the center of your life is fun and children and creativity. And on the second, Venus love moves into that fifth house. And you're just loving fun. It is a time to play. Okay. Venus moves into your sixth house on the 27th. Now, the beauty of Venus in the sixth is that Venus, love, all things beautiful and good, adds that loving tone to your work and your health and any service project you're involved with so that your health can improve, your job can improve. So it moves into the fifth house and then moves into the sixth to help your work. Now, Mars, the red planet, is in your fifth house now. It has been in your fifth house. Wherever Mars is passion, Mars is energy, Mars comes first to us. And so fun and games have come first to you. Your children have insisted that you put them first. Okay? On the 11th, Mars moves into your sixth house, and your work and your health come first to you. Well, by the 27th, when Venus moves into the sixth house to smooth things over, you've got both love and impatience in that house of work, health, and service. So you're going to feel loving and passionate about your job. And Venus in the sixth house blesses your job and your health. I love that. Now we have a new moon on June 10th, but it's not your average new moon, it's an eclipse of the sun. Whenever we have an eclipse, that lunation is even more powerful. On the new moon, that's when energy starts going, starts moving forward. With an eclipse, we feel that happening about, a week to 2 weeks before it occurs. We'll feel the effects of an eclipse till the next pair come along. We had an eclipse in May. This is the second in that pair. If you didn't see my May forecast for Pisces, go back and watch it now, and you'll have the whole picture. So this eclipse is in 19 Gemini 49. Find it in your birth chart and combine it with the fact that this new moon on the 10th, this eclipse on the 10th, activates home, family, and real estate. Now, 2 weeks later, we have a full moon. It's on the 24th, and it's in 3 Capricorn 28. The full moon is when things come to a head. That 11th house is friends and humanitarian projects and people, humanity in general. So the first lunation, the new moon, the eclipse, is home and family. The full moon says, get out there and be with the world. Get out there and create something that will help humanity and spend time with your friends, socializing. So that's June. I love it, don't you? And I hope you'll join me next month when once again I take a look at your forecast. Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.